Hey y'all, so I'm making this video because a few chicks has asked me um a question basically along the lines of how would I get into trucking and if I could give them some advice on how to go about it. I don't really have no whole bunch of advice to give to nobody. A good friend of mine drove trucks for a couple years before I got into it. He told me how much of a good idea he thought it would be, if I got into it. Excuse my frizz. I'm gonna get my hair braided closer to my birthday. But and he told me about it, and then I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of doing what I was doing. Went on ahead, went to my local DMV. Um, it's just like going and getting your temps. Unless you pass the test, it don't cost anything. Um, obviously you need to read the book, learn a little something, and then go get your temps. Once I got my temps, I applied to Prime Inc. This is not free advertisement for Prime. They're not paying me. I don't know what I'm supposed to say in that moment. I think I might have messed that up. But yeah, I went to Prime. It was a great program. As a female, I did have a little bit of trouble getting a trainer once I passed my CDL test. Oh, well, no. So I had to do the night program at Prime because I couldn't find a trainer to actually help me get my CDL. So I did the night program, got my CDLs, and then after I got my CDLs, I waited a little while, went out on the road for their TNT phase of training, which is basically teaching you how to actually be a driver. I stayed with them for a little minute, and then I got the fuck on. I stayed with them for a minute, and then I left, went to a different company, so on and so forth. So I don't really have no extravagant story to tell on how I got into driving trucks. I mean, I have my reasons like everybody else. Um, let's be clear, I am a college graduate. Trucking was not the last option for me. I am not a felon. I became a truck driver because I wanted to, most importantly because people told me that I couldn't. um, I don't like that. I don't like when people tell me I can't do something because then it becomes my personal mission in life to prove you wrong and show you that I actually can. So um, I hope this video helps some damn body, but I don't know, like if driving is something that you want to do, then you got to figure it out on your own. But please believe me and hear me very clearly. This shit ain't for everybody, and it's most definitely not for the weak-hearted. Um, shit, other than that, I think that is something that everybody should get into because at the end of the day, it's good money. You meet a lot of good people. If you anything like me, you don't want to be in people's face 24 fucking 7 greeting them. I hate that. Like when you be at the truck stops and people be like, hi, welcome to Pilot or something like that. I couldn't imagine doing that because I would be the most evil person. Like I'm not saying hi to none of y'all. Fuck y'all, I'm ready to go. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of different reasons, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, if you talk to 1,000 truckers, you're going to get 1,000 different answers as to why people felt the need to get out here, you know what I'm saying? I don't consider this to be a job. I tell people I'm a paid traveler, I guess. I get paid to travel across the country. Um, it's stressful, no doubt, but I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world, you know what I'm saying, unless I became physically incapable of my ear itch, somebody talking shit. Unless I became physically incapable of doing my job. Um, yeah, I don't want this video to discourage anybody, because I know a lot of people be going to some of them trucking posts and stuff like that and be looking for these elaborate stories like, oh man, I did this, I did that, and this is why I started driving and some other shit. And unfortunately, you're not gonna get that here. I don't have no crazy ass story. Shit, for real, I was working at the hospital before I started driving trucks. I went through a terrible situation. Yeah, I'm too emotional for that, to say the least. So, you know what I'm saying, it was like I wanted to make just as much money as I was making, and it was brought to my attention that truck drivers was making more money than I was making. So I'm like, well, fuck it, I ain't got to deal with sick people and dying babies and stuff like that, because that's what happened, if you want to know. That kind of fucked me up for real. So because of that, I just felt the need, you know, to get on. I can handle a lot, I done seen a lot, I done been through a lot, but I don't know, I got this like weakness for kids, I guess. Like I don't know, like that destroyed me. So yeah, I was dealing with a real bad relationship breakup, whatever you want to call it. So I was trying to run away from that. I felt like I wasn't happy, so I was trying to run away from that. Hell, 2014, 2015 was like tough. So I didn't come to this decision lightly, but you know, it was definitely this or something else. But I had to change. My music stopped. I'm gonna listen to this video over and probably try and figure out a way to edit it, because I know I keep looking at everything around me and not necessarily paying attention. But child, I'm tired. I had received some messages or whatever, asking, you know, how would I get into it and if I could help them get into it. So I really just wanted to make this video for that purpose alone, was to let people know where I went. Can I help you get into it? No, I can't necessarily, because I didn't want to fill my own application out, so I won't help nobody else with theirs. This shit is too time consuming. However, y'all, I'm choking. I got this damn Mountain Dew from earlier. It's probably watered down or flat. But yeah, fill out the application. Okay, I guess I could have been a little bit more specific. I'm from the state of Ohio, so in Ohio I had to go down to the DMV. I had to not file anything. I had to take the little test to get my temps. I got my temps. I was told about Prime. I filled out the application, got accepted into their program, went, just to put it out there, before I became a truck driver and all that good shit, I was a heavy smoker. So just so y'all know, if y'all thinking about getting into trucking and whatnot, I'm gonna make another video on that, because I don't want you to just take my word for it. I want you to take my experience. Stop smoking now if trucking is what you want to do, because it took for me to bump my head and learn my lesson. Thankfully, I'm still here. This video is being made in my truck. So yeah, you feel me? Yeah, I went to Prime. Like I said, they accepted me, all that good stuff. I went through their program. Getting your CDLs is a process, but it all depends on you. I literally went the week of Thanksgiving and had my CDLs the week before Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on how quick how bad do you really want it, because that pre-trip ain't no hoe. Learning that, remembering that. I made a song out of it. So one of these days here shortly, when I get some free time and I'm not choking, obviously, I'll go ahead and do the pre-trip with my song, because I know it helped me a whole lot. So I'm almost positive it'll help anybody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially if, you know, it's easy for you to remember a song but hard for you to remember the last chapter you read in the book, you know what I'm saying? So that just be dedicated to what you're doing. To put it out there, I don't have kids and I'm a single female, you know, so that's why I'm able to do the things that I do and run the way that I run. But if you have a family, you know, trucking may not necessarily be for you, because you are starting out, going to spend a lot of time away from your kids, unless you know somebody who knows somebody who could get you in there, you feel me? I'm tired, y'all. I'm about to go to sleep. Like I said, I'm gonna re-listen to this video and probably try and edit out, because I know I was cursing and carrying on. So hell, see what I can see. Y'all might get this video, I might remake it, I don't know. Again, I hope this video helps somebody. Yeah. Priming, hit them up. I also know that I've heard a lot about Roadmaster. I heard that their program is $7,000, but they do have a payment program, so that's another program you can go through. I heard something about Swift. I think somebody said KLLM has a driver. No, was it KLLM or it was one of them damn initials, KLLM or CRST. It's just some damn body. They also have a training program too, and it's a company with a red truck. I can't think, either Red Classic or Night, I can't remember. They have a training program too, but I don't want to speak on nobody else's training program other than Prime. What I can say is I was making $200 a week while I was in training, so that helped as far as my phone bill and shit like that was concerned. And they feed you breakfast, lunch, dinner. They give you a hotel room. If you got an outrageous ass attitude like mine, you'll get your own room, because the girl they put me in the room with, shawty, she wasn't washing her ass, and I had just got off the Greyhound there. It was a long ass Greyhound ride. I was tired. We had class first thing next morning. I get off the bus, check in the room, go to use the bathroom, and shorty got pubic hairs, all kinds of shit all on the toilet, and toothpaste and shit everywhere. I flipped the fuck out. So yeah, that goes into another point that I got. No teaming, period. That shit is for the birds. I almost caught a charge trying to team with some motherfucking body. I will not play no games with nobody's child. If you anything like me, teaming may not be for you, because I'm very serious on my cleanliness. I get the feeling like shit is crawling on me. I don't want to smell nobody else's body odors. Like, that's uncalled for. Like, we get the same 24 hours in a day. Somehow, some way, we got to find a way for your ass to get washed. I'm not gonna smell it. So as a matter of fact, I probably am going to redo this video, because now that I think about it, I got a few things I want to add into this video. But yeah, so I'm going to end it now, because I got a few things I want to add into this video, and then I'm going to get somebody to help me edit it. All right, toodles.